I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me, still with the dolls that I grew beside, all the niggas brown, ride and they die, gotta watch the time cause it's flying right by.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Chris, man, aka the Capital Connect, back with another video. We got a live trading video again on the channel, on the road to 1,000, man. I really want to document this journey as much as I can. Of course, I may not live trade every single trade I take. However, you know, if I do end up getting to 1,000 and it's not on a live trading video, then of course I'll make a video on that and go over the trade that got me over the $1,000. But it's Thursday, September 7th. We just had news that came out. What time is it right now? We just had news that came out 10 minutes ago. Unemployment claims, it was bullish for the dollar, which means I'm expecting it to be bearish for the indices. That's why I got these two supplies, order blocks, whatever you want to call them, marked up. Based on how far this is pushing, this lower one is probably going to be the one we get our entry off of. However, in an ideal world, I would like to see that higher supply tapped into, because that higher supply is in a premium. So I would want to see that one get revisited, and we sell off from that one. But we're going to be ready for anything because we don't want to be too picky when it comes to these setups. So I'm gonna get back with you guys once we have a setup to take. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video to see if we not only make money, but I'm also going to go over how I interpret the news. I know some people struggle with interpreting the news. I think the way I do it is just very simple, because it's just very cut and dry. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that. But I'm gonna get back with you guys once we have a setup and once we're about to potentially enter a trade. All right, so we got UJ entering our zone. Now I got it marked up to where I would enter at the 50%. So this gets to the 50%. We're gonna take the trade and see what happens. All right, we in. We're in the setup right now. Let's see how it does. Hopefully UJ will show us some love. Stop loss is below the zone. Oh, that's not looking great. This may be an L, not gonna lie. Quick one too. Yeah. Dang, bro, that was crazy. All right, well, I was not expecting that, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that was just the L. That's tough. A quick one too, bro. Like, I wasn't expecting it to do that. I'm gonna be real. See, that's what I be saying, man. News be positive for the dollar, so you be expecting your demand zones to work. But sometimes, you know, the market is just gonna do what it wants to do. That's tough. On to the next up, man. Okay, so we got SPX setting up for us. This is gonna be the last trade of the day if I take it. Well, if it gets up here SPX already filled that huge imbalance from, what was that, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, August 29th. So really the reasons behind this trade, if I take it, is going to be these relative equal lows here at the bottom. Plus NAS still has a little bit further to go. NAS and SPX typically move in correlation with each other. There's SMT present on the Dow. The Dow just made a higher high. So plus the stop loss on this is 2 pips. So if we lose this trade, it'll just be we'll be at our loss limit. Well, we'll do like a pip over like our daily loss limit. So I won't be tripping too much. That's still crazy, but that was the quickest I lost like ever. I'm not gonna lie. That just lets me know I was just wrong, just completely wrong. Like as soon as I got in, the market was like, absolutely not, bro. I would want to try to take these out. We'll try to target these and take these out before we push up, but this may just decide to push up anyway. So that's the thing about liquidity, man. You never know when they're going to take liquidity. So all right, it's approaching now. News is in 18 minutes. It's a orange folder, but I have seen some orange folders do something crazy. So I think just barely missed the stop loss. Spread would have had me out, bro. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I dropped the ball on this. I'm not gonna lie. I dropped the ball on this setup. I should have been in. Like, and I know it's easy to say, oh yeah, well of course hindsight's 2020, but you know, I had it marked up. I said I was gonna get in, and I didn't get in. So, yeah, I mean, really, there was no reason to not be in this. I mean, you could say, yeah, you lost your first trade, but you know, if I would have took this trade, it only would have been a 2-point stop loss, which wouldn't have been bad, honestly. Like, that extra point, right, wouldn't have been like, oh my gosh, you know, an extra $12 loss. Like, who cares? I should have taken this trade. So I definitely dropped the ball on this. This is definitely about to hit TP. I would be shocked if it doesn't just go ahead and sweep these, you know, relative equal lows at the bottom. Yeah, man, I dropped the ball. Man, so we gotta walk away with a loss today. Looking at everything else, bro, like, EU just went to go hit TP. But I ain't gonna lie, I would have been stopped out of EU because my stop loss would have been at break even. So once we got, yeah, Because how deep was well, how deep was the original entry? Yeah, original entry was like 9 pips in profit. So we definitely would have been at break even at that point. So we would have been stopped out at break even. If we would have gotten in on the second entry, we would have hit TP. Man. I dropped the ball in this. I'm not gonna lie. That's all I can say, honestly. I just dropped the ball. UJ is starting to push up now. I don't know if it's gonna push up for the rest of the day, but the UJ is starting to push up now. Of course, you know, it had to stop us out in less than a minute, bro. That's the quickest I've ever been out of a trade, bro. That is crazy. But UJ stopped us out. I fully expect SPX to drop, even though I know it's starting to go up now, but I fully expect it to just, at least, at the very least, all these relative equal lows down here at the bottom, like, it's gonna take those out at the very least, bro. At the very least. So drop the ball, man. Down what, $46 today, on the road to 1,000. You know what, I'm gonna upload this video because I want to be very transparent. I want to be, you know, the trader that posts his losses. I don't want to be the guy that's only posting dubs and making it seem like, oh, all I do is win, guys, I never lose. Like, nah, I lose sometimes. I have losing days. Well, currently I'm losing a lot, but you know, that's gonna change here soon. But it's just another one of those days, man, where I'm having a losing day when it didn't necessarily have to be a losing day. If I just would have pulled the trigger on a setup, or like on Tuesday, I didn't record Tuesday's trade, but we was in NAS. Stop loss was very small, and for whatever reason, I just closed the trade, man. Like, I didn't like what I was seeing with the price action. It got close to my stop loss twice. Once it pushed up there again, I was like, bro, I'm just gonna close it because I don't got time for NAS to do this stupidity. And NAS ended up going straight to the TP, and it would have been, you know, that would have been my record for the day, because that trade would have been like 190. If I would have held it all the way through, it would have been about 240, 250. So yeah, man, drop the ball today, drop the ball on Tuesday. We gotta stop making these stupid mistakes, man. If not, like, our account is gonna dwindle down, and you know, it's just gonna be like a death by 1,000 cuts, you know, just taking small loss after small loss after small loss after small loss. Like, eventually the account is gonna be at zero. So gotta tighten up on these mistakes, man. Trading is all mental, bro. It's really all mental. Like, you can see the setup. The question is, are you going to take it, right? The question is, are you going to have confidence to hold it, right? That's real trading right there. So it's really mental. This is tough, man. Losing day. I'll go ahead and show y'all the history real quick. Losing day. Well, y'all seeing just the loss over here, but you're not seeing with the commission. So with the commission, we down 46.68 today. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think I missed the setups that I would have entertained taking. So I'm just gonna take my L on the chin, show up tomorrow on Friday, and be ready to make some money. All it's gonna take is just one win to cover this week's losses. I'm only down like $70 some this week, so one win will cover, you know, this week's losses. So we're gonna show up tomorrow ready to make some money. I don't know if I'm gonna record it, but if something crazy happens tomorrow, I'll definitely make a little recap video for you guys. So that's all I got on this video today, man. Tough day, but I'll catch y'all on the next one, bro. I'm gone. So I almost forgot this part of the video. Let's get into how I read the news, right? It's very simple. cut and dry, nothing too crazy. So first things first, I use forexfactory.com. Okay, there's other news websites you can use when it comes to trading, but I just use forexfactory.com. Now there's 3 different color folders on forexfactory.com that you have to pay attention to, right? It's a yellow folder, orange folder, red folder, right? Yellow folder means low impact news, orange folder means medium impact news, red folder means high impact news. Now, how I trade these are different. Okay, so a red folder, right? I'm not taking a trade with the red folder, right? So if there's, like today, there was news at 8:30 with a red folder, right? Unemployment claims. So if there was a setup happening at 8:30, right? And I don't care how clean the setup looks, I'm not taking it, because when it comes to high impact news, right, it's very volatile and it's very unpredictable. So if you're trading news, you're technically, like, you're basically gambling, right? And I'm sure there's probably a way that some people, you know, trade news that isn't considered gambling, but as far as I'm concerned, I consider it gambling if you're trading a red folder with the news. But that's just my opinion. Y'all do what you want to do. Orange folders, those are medium impact news events. So when it comes to an orange folder, man, I've seen orange folders do crazy things in the market. I've seen orange folders, like today, do absolutely nothing. Like, so when it comes to orange folders, they're on a case-by-case basis. Typically, when I see an orange folder and I'm trading and there's a setup happening right at that moment, like, I'm not gonna lie, 9 times out of 10 I will take it. But with orange folders, you just gotta be a little bit more careful, a little bit more vigilant, and you gotta be attentive when it comes to orange folders, because, you know, one minute you'll be chilling, next minute something go crazy. So you just gotta make sure you're paying attention when you're trading an orange folder. But I'm not gonna sit here and say don't trade an orange folder, because you can definitely trade an orange folder. And then yellow folders, of course, we don't care about those. Those are nothing. I will trade a yellow folder every day of the week. Now, how do we read these numbers? Here's the thing. You don't read the numbers. Like, I don't understand any of these numbers. Well, obviously I understand unemployment claims, things like that, but a lot of the time there'll be news and it'll be all these different numbers. I don't care what the numbers mean. All I'm looking for, especially when it comes to the US dollar news, because that's what I really trade. I trade USD pairs, whether it's a major or minor pair, right, or the indices. So I'm just paying attention to the color of the numbers, right? So when I come to Forex Factory, all of these numbers for the US dollar news are green, right? Especially for, but the main one is the high impact news, right? It's green, which means what? It's good for the US dollar currency. Okay, so if a news event, a high impact news event, is good for the dollar currency, that lets me know 2 things: GU, AU, and EU are dropping, and UJ is going up, right? Well, 3 things: GU, AU, and EU are dropping, and UJ is going up. And if it's bullish, right, the indices are going to drop. So the US dollar has a correlation, has a, what is it, an inverse correlation or a negative correlation? I don't know the correct terminology for it, but basically if the US dollar news event is bullish for the dollar, the indices are going to drop. If it's bearish, the indices are going to go up. If it's bullish, GU, AU, and EU are dropping. If it's bearish, GU, AU, and EU are going up, right? If it's bullish, UJ is pushing up, and any other U, whatever pair, is going to be pushing up. If it's bearish, UJ is dropping, right? So that's really just how I read news. I try to keep it very simple. I'm not an economist. I don't try to be one. I don't try to understand everything when it comes to the news, but that's just how I read the news. If you got any questions on the news or today's setups, drop it in the comments. I wanted to get this in for you guys. I almost forgot it, but we remember it. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and check on this SPX setup. Wow. As we can see, bro, how we sold it. I don't know how this got up here, but you can see in the video we sold this. Our TP was at these equal lows down here, and as you can see, bro, it was a beautiful TP. Would have been easy money wick the TP and then immediately reject it in reverse. Man, that's crazy. That's tough, man, but that's all I got for this video for real now. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.